out and just go.
I try to traffic.
Quicker before the next car shows up.
Like 90% of the people that complain about people speeding in their neighborhood are the ones that are complaining. There's one speeding in the neighborhood. So
There you go.
Okay, it's 6:30. I now call the July 14th council meeting to order. Please stand with me for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Dryer, would you please call the roll?
Mayor Carney. Mr. Daly. Yep. Ms. Ferguson.
Here.
Mr. Aaron. Here. Mr. Lewis. Here. Mr. Sims. Mr. Taylor.
Okay. Does anybody have any changes to the agenda? Agenda stands. Minutes for regular council meeting of June 23rd, 2025.
I'll motion to approve minutes from June 23rd, 2025.
Second. Mr. Daly. Yes. Ms. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mr. Aaron.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0. Tonight, we have no proclamations, visitors, none. Reports. Do you have anything from the mayor? Well, we wish her well. She's on vacation this week, so hopefully they're enjoying it. Village administrator, Ms. Lupton.
Thank you, Ms. Ferguson. We last meeting on the 4th of July, which was a great success. We had a lot of good feedback. It was a safe day with a lot of activities for the community. So as always, thanks to Parks and Rec, fire, police, public works, and everybody that had a hand in the parade and the festivities for the night. It's a lot of work. We're having an after event breakdown in the next week or two, I believe. A couple of reminders to the community. Couple of reminders to the community. We have sea threshers in town, I think Thursday through Sunday, with the parade Friday evening, so there will be a lot of road closures for that. I'll encourage everybody to come out to Pastime Park. Same for next Saturday, July 26th is Rock the Clock. So there will be street closures tapered throughout the day, resulting in Main Street being totally closed down that evening. And with that, Maple Street is also still closed. So a lot of detours happening right now, but all for the better.
Thanks for the updates. Finance director, Ms. Sana.
Thank you. I have nothing this evening. Thank you.
Okay. All right, police chief, Mr. McKee, Dale McKee.
All right. Thank you. Just a quick update on the hiring process. Seems that never ends. The one conditional offer that we had offered the guy earlier this year, I think in May, I rescinded it today. I mentioned before, he was injured in a foot pursuit with the other agency. It looks like he's not going to be available until probably March of next year, which is unfortunate. I think he would really fit in. I called him today to rescind the offer. I encouraged him to reapply once he's ready. He wouldn't have to go through all the process again that we had done before. If he does it within a year, he wouldn't have to take a test, polygraph, all that. He's done all that. He's passed it all. Just unfortunate he got hurt. He's not even for sure when the surgery is going to be. He was hoping by the end of this month, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. So that March might extend until April or May of next year. So we continue to look to hire and interview. We did do some interviews last week or the week before. We gave a conditional offer to another subject. He's got 5 years in as the county deputy sheriff in Ottawa County. He's actually got his physical agility Friday or this Wednesday. He's passed everything else. So if that goes well, and then to finish up his background, if it goes well, then I'm hoping to have him in here and swear him in on the next council meeting, which is March 20th, or not March, July 20th. So hopefully all that works out. We're continuing to interview. We just went through our applications for maybe a cadet. So we kind of weeded some of those out, and we're going to start that interview process in first week of August, I believe, when the application process is done. Other than that, that's all I have. I was going to mention the steam thresher event. Upton already spoke of that. Just a reminder, the parade is Friday night at 6 o'clock. So with all the other construction going on around town and on 42 and stuff, so it might be kind of bad. Or I don't think it'll be bad, but it's going to be very busy with the traffic and shutting it down Friday. That's all I have at this time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Moving into discussion items. The first is aggregation ballot legislation. Ms. Lupton?
Thank you. Tonight we have the first readings for the opt-out electric and opt-out natural gas aggregation programs. After the second reading, we're not requesting waiver of the second reading, but after the second reading, we will request a declaring of an emergency so we are able to get it on the ballot in August. We're working on some internal communications that we can put out to the residents about what it is, how we're leaving it to the residents to decide if they want to participate, how it can be beneficial to the community. So I just wanted to make sure the communication is good and people understand what it is before it goes to the ballot. So once that's finalized, I'll get that out to council and we'll start getting out there.
Okay. Will you repeat about what, so tonight, how are we,
It's just the first reading.
just the first reading? No emergency on that?
No,
What is it?
that would just be on the second reading.
On the second reading? Okay.
Pull up for like a group rate here for the electric or gas.
Oh,
Instead of signing up with individual.
Mid-year fiscal update. Ms. Lupton?
Thank you. It is July, so the first half of the year is complete. So in the package tonight, we put together some numbers, what the revenues and expenditures are looking like. This does kind of tee up budget discussions that will happen, personal finance meeting next week to start that process. As well as we're meeting internally with all the department heads, and we met with our financial advisor today just to make sure that we understand how this year is going, so we can better plan for next year. Couple of notable items, the total revenue in the village equals about 5.8 million. Last year to date, that total is about 5.7 million. Expenses this year equal about 4.8 million. Last year to date, the number was 7.6. That included a large $3 million transfer to Mid-Ohio to finalize those accounts. Income tax revenue is tracking strong. So the general fund balance may end up being more favorable than originally projected, because expenses are still more at this point than the revenue, but through, it's usually top heavy, so the end of the year shouldn't go too much higher. There were a couple of council decisions, policy decisions that went into place last year and this year. So we were interested in how those accounts would be impacted by those decisions. Cancel fees, even though we're limiting the length of stay now, revenue isn't as high as last year to date, but it's not too much lower, so there could be multiple reasons for that. Full membership with the increase in non-resident rates, the year state revenue is actually higher than last year, even though we had a couple of rough weeks of weather, and the concession sales are not quite as high as last year, but not concerningly low either. So everything's still pretty strong over in Parks and Rec. There are a lot of capital improvement projects moving along. We are mid-year and we have progress on most of them. Won't go through all of those, but we'll have some large encumbrances coming up with the paving program after tonight's council agenda. The purchase of the regular property. There's an expense breakdown. Everything's in the 40, 45, 50%, so that's good to see. And then again, we'll begin budget timeline. We're meeting with department heads and PNF. Reach out to you all in the next couple of weeks and see what you would like to have included in the budget. September, October, further discussions and presentation, and November, December, finalization for next year. A lot of work to do next year, but nothing concerning or that jumps out. We have a supplemental request tonight. I don't really have The most notable thing in that, I think, is to purchase a new tornado siren, the one on West Avenue, which just isn't reliable. We'd like to purchase it. It runs on solar. We would install it at this building. So the West Avenue, or the west portion of town would be better covered. We would leave the one at the Public Works garage. And then if we can get the third one up and running and find a place to do it at the park, we would have the north side covered as well. So that's the long-term plan. Short-term plan is to get the one up and running, to take care of the West Avenue issue.
How long do you think it would take to get the new one purchased and installed and up and running?
I think it's pretty quick. We're working with a contractor. The best quote we came from a contractor who works a lot with Union County. So I think they said 6 to 8 weeks of ordering and installation.
Do you happen to know, does the tornado siren on West work at all?
It has not gone up the last
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Right,
And we've
on
put
Wednesdays.
some money into it this year that I just don't want to keep putting money in.
Yeah, fully support buying a new one is critical.
Anybody have anything else? No. Okay, no public hearing tonight. We'll move into unfinished business. Second reading resolution 37-2025, authorizing the village administrator to award the contract for the 2025 Village of Plain City resurfacing program to Chemcoat Inc. Incorporated. I would accept a motion.
Motion to approve resolution 37-2025.
Second?
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Harrop.
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mr. Daly.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0. Second reading resolution 38-2025, authorizing and directing the village administrator to enter into a purchase agreement with David Raber for real property located at 0 Courier Road, Plain City, Ohio. I would accept a motion.
Motion to approve resolution 38-2025. Second?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Daly.
Yes.
Mr. Harrop.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0. Moving into new business. First reading ordinance 22-2025, amending ordinance 14-2007 through the amendment of the boundaries of the Plain City Community Reinvestment Area Number 2, known as the US 42 Business Park. Before I read the next one, we're just striking the declaring as an emergency, or do I still read that?
You can read it with the declaration of emergency. Since there's no waiver of a second reading, the declaration of emergency can stay in the title.
Okay.
It just won't take effect until after the second reading on July 28th.
Perfect.
So you can keep that in the title.
All right, thank you. First reading ordinance 23-2025, authorizing all actions necessary to effect an opt-out electric service aggregation program pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 4928.20, directing the County Board of Elections to submit a ballot question to the electors and declaring an emergency. First reading ordinance 24-2025, authorizing all actions necessary to effect an opt-out natural gas aggregation program pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 4929.26, directing the County Board of Elections to submit a ballot question to the electors and declaring an emergency. First reading ordinance 25-2025, approving a supplemental appropriation of funds and amendments to the Village of Plain City 2025 budget and waiving the second reading.
Motion to waive the second reading for ordinance 25-2025.
One note, and I apologize, I mentioned this earlier, without the fifth council
Yeah, we
member, the waiver cannot take place tonight.
Yeah. Okay. So we leave that stand.
Just as first.
Okay. First reading resolution 39-2025, amending the pastime park campground rules policy.
I have a couple questions on this, but should I save them for the Parks and Rec director or,
Depends how specific they are, I guess.
yeah. So like the hammocks is, no hammocks, they can be on hammock stand but not on the trees. Is that more for the safety and preservation of our trees? Is that,
Yes, I believe
can ruin trees? Okay, good with that. The no appliances, I read like, no washing machines, dryers, and ovens, certainly support that. It said without, it did call out, small grills, I think was a call out, but I feel like that's even a little, it could be maybe a little bit broader than that, like, just general cooking appliances, like if I wanna put a air fryer out there, or, you know, something, a little, you know, slushy machine or whatever, you know, I think just limiting it to just a small grill is, that seems a little bit aggressive, but I don't want washing machines out there.
Yeah.
Or 220 oven, but
Yeah.
I think just saying no small grill seems a little bit too command with the intent of that was. And then the generator comment, there's no generators at all. It's out threat, I think.
Right.
Most, I think all campsites have electric.
You can book an electrical campsite.
There's tent camps that don't have electric, right? But like if I'm out there in the summer, 4th of July, and electricity goes out, you know, and you have like a built-in generator in your RV, or a generator with like, I think it's called like an inverter or something that makes it like quiet. I think the intent is like not everybody running loud portable generators, right? But, you know, if the power goes out and you need to run a generator for AC, maybe there's an exception for that, or if it's a built-in generator in the camper that has an inverter so it's quiet, or I just feel like that just felt a little bit like there's no generators. There may be some exceptions where it would make sense to have a generator, but
Yeah, I think those are reasonable, and I will take them back to Parks and Rec.
And I would say too with the generator, and I haven't camped, my in-laws do, but I know sometimes they go someplace with the generators, then they have quiet hours too. So I do like if the power goes out, like, hey, you might run a generator, but, you know,
limit
with that,
hours.
maybe say, you know, overnight, you know, you don't want somebody running a generator at midnight to keep their air conditioning on, but,
Yeah.
you
Or
know,
if you have a
during the day, I think it would be less of a, 90 degrees, they probably want to have an air conditioner in their camper, but.
Yeah, if you're tent camping and you have the little portable Honda ones that are nice and quiet, you just want to like, hey, I want to recharge my phones or recharge stuff, then maybe there's a time where you can run a small generator. But I get the intent of like not, you know, camping next to those generators, like cheap generators that are super loud, right? But just blanket saying no generator, there may be some reasons for exceptions or possible limiting hours or something. So,
And then I had one other question, and I get the point of it, is the outdoor pet structures just, you know, if we go out there and you're just out playing with the dog, like just a temporary fence, is that, like, because it kind of says semi-permanent outdoor, portable outdoor structures, like, you know, I think probably some people I know, like when we had a puppy, it's like we just had a little just pen we would put up just to keep it in there, run around. But how it reads, I don't think you're able to do that at all.
did I read about unattended, leaving pets unattended? Is that in the same one or is that a separate one?
This was
Somewhere there's
separate. This was a separate one.
unattended pets.
Yeah, the outdoor pet structure. I
Yeah.
completely agree with the don't leave pets outside unattended.
Yeah.
Like, but I think, you know, if you're out there just playing with an animal, I'd almost rather have it be in like an enclosed place while it's attended than just on like a chain that's put into the ground. But, and it may be like just kind of, that might be a question, just kind of clarify what they were thinking with that.
There is a separate provision for just general parking, like you can't leave your pet parking inside the camper all day long. So it's specifically called out also.
Anything else? Okay. With that, that's the end of our meeting for this evening. I would accept a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.